roast of 2023. Dun, 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 dun.
2023. No, it's not the amount of pounds this new suit cost.
Definitely not.
Oh.
It's the year robots were on the rise.
My battery-powered dong is on the rise and all, with excitement for this video.
My penis was oscillating between extremely sensitive and borderline traumatized.
The year got off to a bang. Unfortunately for Jeremy Renner, that was the sound of a snowplow cracking 30 of his bones. Talk about an actor getting the big break. Cristiano Ronaldo joined Al Nassr for a world record football salary. People mock the move to Saudi.
I still don't understand how you get hit by a snowplow. Like, it's huge. Like, how do you not see it coming? You know what I mean? I don't understand it. What up, Presto?
I think it's a cutthroat league, especially if you get an erection in the changing room. Come on, Paul. Prince Harry released his memoir Spare, in which he spoke about his frostbitten, oscillating penis. Prince Andrew's memoir about his penis.
That was real?
It's called Spare. 12 million for my latest victim, please. Molly May had a baby daughter and named it Bambi. It was the first pretty little thing she produced that wasn't from a sweatshop. And lastly, Mr. Beast made a video curing 1,000 people's blindness, so now they could find the subscribe button. This inspired me to make a video curing 1,000 people's blocked noses. Check it out. There you go. How's that?
Fuck me, your breath stinks.
Oh my God.
Harvey Weinstein is likely to spend the rest of his life behind bars.
In February, ChatGPT became the fastest growing user base. The AI website was revolutionary. As with simple prompts, it could produce groundbreaking results. So I'm going to use it to write the next joke. Movie producer Harvey Weinstein was sentenced to prison. So now the only roles he's given out are the bread ones at lunch.
Oh!
What the fuck was that? Harvey Weinstein was sentenced to 16 years in prison, making Jeremy Renner the second most ploughed man in Hollywood this year. So it's done. And lastly, Cocaine Bear was released in the cinemas.
Oh my God!
Bloody hell, he'll destroy the
seats. All my nigga wanted was a bow and arrow.
I'll do it myself.
Enough is enough. We must stop the boats.
In March, Suella Braverman made a video saying stop the boats. Gary Lineker was later banned from presenting Match of the Day for criticising the government, saying they used language similar to 1930s Germany.
I thought Gary Lineker was that guy that...
I mean, come on. We pay for their hotels.
Is Gary Lineker not the guy that made out with that chick on TV and then, like, the basketball player or something? And then they were like, oh, or was it a volleyball player? And then they were like, oh man, that dude like touched me inappropriately or something like that. Was that not Gary Lineker? Who is Gary Lineker, chat?
Their food. They drain the NHS. And they don't pay their taxes.
No, that's the politicians.
Shit. Still. Your brother's a bad creep. Internet star Hasbulla was in trouble after footage emerged of him hitting his pet cat. Oi, mate, pick on some of your own species. In other hot topics, a chocolate factory explosion in Pennsylvania killed at least 4 people. It's believed the workers had a bounty on their heads.
Well, I've been in one room since last year.
In April, Andrew Tate was released from jail and put under house arrest. Locked in a home with no escape, the top G must have felt like one of the women he trafficked. Elsewhere, the Dalai Lama said sorry for a video of him asking a young boy to suck his tongue. The Dalai Camel also apologised for giving the boy 2 humps. And Russ Cook, aka the hardest geezer, set off on his quest to run the length of Africa. Hey Russ, if I wanted to watch a ginger roasting all day, I'd tune into Stephen Tries. Fuck off. And OnlyFans welcomed their biggest dick yet as Nigel Farage joined the site. He was quoted, "If you thought Brexit was hard, wait until you see my cock during the national anthem."
What do you want me to die?
In May, Hasbulla was in trouble again, this time for driving offences. What car was it? An Audi reached the pedals.
You could have said a Mini.
Okay, dude.
Go on. May also saw King Charles's coronation, despite having a net worth of $2 billion. The ceremony cost taxpayers close to $100 million.
Oh, I'm an idiot. How did that take me so long?
Could be seen as controversial. So we wanted to get the opinion of the man on the street. What do you think the people having to pay for the king's coronation?
Oh, I'm all for it. I've been saving up for a few weeks just so I can contribute.
God, this guy's good. KSI's fight with Joe Fournier was ruled a no contest after he elbowed him. But somebody else dishing out illegal blows was Philip Schofield. The This Morning presenter resigned after he allegedly had an affair with a teenage colleague. Oh, Philip. And lastly, Harry and Meghan hit the headlines when they were almost in a terrible car crash. But thanks to Prince Andrew, the royals are no strangers to a dangerous hard drive.
All aboard the toxic gossip train.
Not the ukulele, bro.
In June, the OceanGate submarine set off to visit the Titanic. Things quickly took a turn for the worse, and the vessel imploded, destroying a group of male millionaires quicker than the Me Too movement. Speaking of losing subs, YouTuber Colleen Ballinger was accused of grooming young fans. In her apology video, she sang a song and played the ukulele. Strange. I always saw her as more of a fiddler. Entrepreneur Brian Johnson rose to fame after spending $2 million a year to reverse his ageing. Like Philip Schofield, his secret involved injecting himself with a 17-year-old's plasma.
Hey, yo!
If you care. I don't.
I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
In July, the world experienced the hottest ever global temperature. But it was Hugh Edwards who was really feeling the heat. The newsreader had been accused of paying a teenager £30,000 for sexually explicit images. What? For £20 a month, you could see Nigel Farage Union Jacking himself. The Barbenheimer films were released in cinemas, with both smashing the box office. The Barbie film was praised for giving male viewers a brand new perspective of women's liberation.
God, Margot Robbie and Dua Lipa in the same film? Forget Oppenheimer's bomb. My cock's about to explode.
And lastly, Elon Musk changed the name of Twitter, making Kanye West the second most toxic ex in the world. Suck on that, yay.
Oh, Chris is way too creative with these, bro.
In August, America discovered the first ever XXL bully.
Okay.
As Lizzo was accused of creating a hostile work environment.
Relatable.
Back to work. In other news, the Lionesses lost the World Cup final to Spain. I hadn't seen a woman look this disappointed about finishing second since Valentine's Day. Well, I just lick it and flick it. And there was controversy during the trophy presentation, as the Spanish football chief kissed players without their consent. The only cup he was interested in lifting was a 32 double D. A comedian, Carl Porter, went viral.
Well, okay, now we know the difference between him and Lineker.
I managed to track Carl down for an exclusive interview. Here he is. Yeah, very good. We'll have for this. In September, the Sidemen charity match raised £2.4 million, had 2.7 million live viewers, and a sold-out crowd of 62,000.
That's insane,
Those previous records got smashed like Theo Baker's hip, and I thought the Milky Bar Kid was strong and tough. Meanwhile, the government decided to ban XL bullies, with owners offered £200 to have their dogs put down. I sadly had mine killed. For her last meal, she had 2 cats, an iPad, and a toddler's arm.
Yo!
Rest easy, Snuggles.
Yeah, I've been having some really dark thoughts.
Elsewhere, Wilko's announced it would be closing for good. But another brand as good as dead was Russell, as Dispatches released a programme about his horrific behaviour over the past 20 years. Looks like we've got another hairy beast to put down. So you were saying?
Times he hit me in the back of
Not the brand.
So many times.
No, in October it was KSI versus Tommy Fury. Tommy won in a disputable decision, yeah. No, he hasn't had that much controversy involving the ring since allegedly cheating on his fiancée Molly May. Well, it's not the first time Bambi's mum has been hurt by a bang, is it? All right, see you, mum.
That was fucked.
It's a nice wrist action you got there, Megha.
That was way too good.
After trying to build a spa in their back garden, Captain Tom's family admitted to keeping money from the charity. My word. A daughter hasn't milked her father like that since a woman used a glory hole in Amsterdam. Speaking of which. And lastly, comedian David Williams revealed being sacked from Britain's Got Talent led to suicidal thoughts.
It's like, what's worse, knowing that, like, your daughter is going and working somewhere where they're, like, doing glory hole activities, or that you're actually visiting a glory hole? Like, which one is more fucked on that? Like, do you just dap her up and go, hey, listen, you know, we all make mistakes? Or, like, what the fuck? What is that? What is Thanksgiving like for that family now?
Thoughts. We have an exclusive clip of him speaking about the situation. Pity. I want pity.
Squeal, piggy, squeal.
Hi. In November, politician Suella Braverman was sacked. Yeah, go on. Take your belongings and fuck off home. Just one of her policies from her time in office. Nigel Farage went on I'm a Celebrity for a record £1.5 million. He was going to Australia to face his biggest fear, Black Widow spiders. Oh, just Black Widows. Speaking of fucking gammons, the Conservatives went from Hancock to Hamcock as David Cameron was announced as Foreign Secretary. This was the most surprising position he'd been in since he's 69 to Piglet.
Do you mind?
What?
Sorry. And another news, Sticky Vicky died aged 80. The Benidorm legend sadly popped her clogs.
What?
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't even get to go see it. She's dead.
In December, the highly anticipated Wonka film came out, starring Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, I wanted to
Here's
see
a
that on
clip
my
for
journey
you.
through the
You
UK.
can even lick the walls here.
What the?
What is that taste?
That's chlamydia. Hey, fuck off. Of course, it wasn't just our minds we lost in 2023. We also said goodbye to some real legends. Let's take a look.
Matthew Perry died? Not Snuggles.
Thank you. So there we have it. Another 12 months
Look at the
to
cock on that
for
thing.
some, a year to forget. But for others, we'll always have this to remember it by. Unless YouTube takes it down because of all the nonce jokes. Bye-bye.
Should I use my fingers?
Oh my God. Please don't, sir. Sir, please. Fucking hell, Steven. That was amazing.